Welcome to even more games described in one sentence. Let's get started. Welcome to a game where the developers lovingly crafted 22 unique weapons over 6 whole years, only for players to use the generic assault rifle 90% of the time. It's only been 2 minutes into the match and the Russian player has murdered every animal on the map, the French player has achieved naval dominance, and the Mongolians have moved their entire town into another plane of existence. Who would have guessed that a game about colonizing and exploiting an untapped land, developed by Amazon Studios, would have an absolute laughable in-game economy? Whoever on the Deathloop marketing team came up with the idea of making griefing a selling point absolutely needs a promotion. Welcome to a game which lets players use 6 unique bullet types and makes one of them objectively better than the others. I played this with my girlfriend, and now I have a wife. I played this with my girlfriend, and now we're not talking. I never had a girlfriend in the first place. This game has taken so long to develop that since its inception, the Sudanese government has been overthrown twice. Welcome to VALHEIM, where 50% of the game is spent doing things you enjoy, and the other half is spent on rescue missions for the dumb shit who went on a solo expedition to another continent. Cyberpunk is like an indescribably extravagant wedding cake that only needed another 3 years in the oven to reach perfection. Welcome to If Borderlands 2 was released 7 years later. Wow, Mirror's Edge 3 looks sick. Welcome to a 7 out of 10 without a flight setup, and a 12 out of 10 for those lucky enough to have one. The only reason specialists even exist is because it's easier to sell characters than it is to sell gameplay mechanics. Welcome to Frostpunk, where sacrificing a child to save yourself some resources is the easiest decision you ever make. Introducing the combat system that Ubisoft is almost certainly going to copy. The only flaw in this game is that you can't create a 100-meter sea truck and skip the base building altogether. Much like mankind's long and storied history, success in Among Us is almost entirely down to convincing a crowd that different colored people are dangerous and untrustworthy. Congratulations for finishing the game. You're now 10% of the way to experiencing the true ending. If the developers didn't care so much about your money and happiness, you'd probably think you joined a cult. Stellaris, making genocide sexy since 2016. Come for the giant sexy woman, stay for the intricately crafted world, then come again for the giant sexy woman. Introducing the game that tried to be the best zombie title in the last 20 years. Introducing the game that is absolutely the best zombie title in the last 20 years. This soundtrack slipped into my study playlist, and within 20 minutes, I had proved God was dead. Welcome to The Witcher, if you played as a poor fucking peasant and had absolutely zero combat experience. For a company who spent the last 5 years turning their mainline franchises into RPGs, you'd think they'd be able to make a compelling progression system, but boy would you be fucking wrong. Welcome to Destiny, if everything was an exotic and you could equip all of them at the same time. My search history is being monitored by the FBI.